This dish is a very traditional Malay dish. It's actually something that I grew up eating. In Malay households, we always have gatherings. They're called kanduris. And then with kanduris, there's lots of food, and then there's lots of desserts, and this agar-agar gudil, or coconut jelly, if you like. I'm Dewi Imelda Wadwa, and I'll be making agar-agar gudil. Ingredients: 1 packet of agar-agar strips, about 32 grams, 300 grams of sugar, 240 milliliters of coconut cream, 2 eggs lightly beaten, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. For the pandan extract, we need 24 large mature pandan leaves and 400 milliliters of water. What I've got here is this agar-agar strip, which I've soaked for about an hour in water. So now I'm going to boil it in about 1 liter of water. So we're basically going to cook this until the agar-agar strips have dissolved. And I'm just going to add the sugar in as well. Stir. Let it boil, and then it's probably going to take 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. So what I'm going to do in the meantime is I'm going to chop some pandan leaves. So to get the best flavor, I like to choose mature leaves that are dark green in color. They give better flavor. Chop these up, which makes it easier to blend. We're just going to put everything into the blender. Just putting some water, and then I'm going to blend it now. My mom taught me the dish. I think it's been around for many, many years, even before my time or before my mom's time. I started meddling in the kitchen at a very young age, I think from kindergarten onwards, and I would make everything. I would make jellies, I would fry things, I would make cakes and kuehs and whatever I fancy, really. Okay, now it's nicely blended, and now we're going to sieve this mixture. What we're going to do is we're basically going to squeeze as much juice as we can. I can smell it already. Another good thing about this recipe is that it doesn't use any coloring. I don't like to use anything artificial in whatever we bake. So it's purely using color from the pandan as well as flavor from the pandan. I'm going to add the coconut milk, a couple of eggs, and some salt. Just going to stir that in to become a rich sort of custard. And then now we're going to check on our agar-agar mixture. Now that all the agar-agar strips and the sugar has dissolved nicely into a sort of a thick, viscous consistency. So this is when we're going to add the custard in. Bring it to a boil and let it boil for about 5 to 6 minutes. I think I would encourage more people to try cooking at home. It's a bit intimidating, but if they know that you can create something really delicious with just simple ingredients, and then build up their confidence from there. And the fact that you're cooking together and then eating together at the dining table, I think that creates a really nice family tradition that ought to be encouraged. It's been boiling for 5 minutes about, and you could see that the coconut milk and the egg has nicely curdled. So this is the effect that we're going for. So what we're going to do next is we're going to pour it into our mold. I like to share this recipe because it's a traditional Malay recipe and it's worth keeping. I'm going to leave it to cool for maybe half an hour, and then after that I'm going to put it in the fridge to speed up the setting process. And then after that we're going to cut it and eat it.